Morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk of a future trading. All our videos are educational purposes only. If you want to follow any of our signals, you're very welcome to follow any of those signals. We have two kind, an automated and ATM, swing trading, scalping. So we will be covering on the market analyzer. You have the entry price, and then you have the target and how many ticks from the target. It's not the whole day, it's from the last entry target. The market analyzer is based on 1 minute as an example. Then we have an entry at 29.32 and the target is 22 on the ES, and which we did it and closed. We just closed the ES target, and we still have we actually done with the Nasdaq and a YM. I'm using I'm using here an ATM strategy, and on the 3 minutes I'm using full automated. The full automated, they have already just closed all the position on the 3 minutes. As you see here, it is all closed position because I'm using the fully automated. They all hit the target. CL, YM, Nasdaq, ES, all of them hit the target on the 3 minutes, and now we are dealing only with the ATM. The reason I like the ATM because I like to extend the target if I want to, like what I have done with the YM and Nasdaq. You can have a little bit more if you want to, if we have something very strong. At the same time, we will be covering the swing trading, and we will be covering the new auto trade, and we'll be covering also the scalping. The same story goes to the forex and the stocks. You can follow the signals, automated ATM, or you can hand trade the signals plot automatically on the charts. Yesterday was the highest number we have on the swing trading. It was a really dead market yesterday, before 12 anyway. And today, as you see, they are a lot over $1,900 per one trade on the swing trade. And we will be covering those as well. But also, we will be covering the new automated trade has not been released and should be released probably within the next couple of 3 days. For the ones it's too late to follow the signals, you're very welcome. Also, in between, you can scalp the market. So we're going to add here on the market analyzer for the scalper. And as an example, right now, you see there is a short on the ES. You can follow that. As long as you follow on the SIM, we have no problem. So as you see, the ES, there is a short trade on the scalping. So you can follow those trades. And this is the scalping is based on, you can use any instruments, but we are using ES, Nasdaq, YM, and CL. Those are the basic ones. There is not too many place on one screen. On the market analyzer is based on 1 minute and one target, but on the automated and an ATM, I'm using two. So when you see on the Nasdaq, there is 1,200 because this is based on two. And if we look at the market analyzer here, is based on 1 minute. We had an entry at 78.71, target 842.25, 132 ticks based on the last signal entry. So right now we have 39 ticks on ES, 125 on the Nasdaq, 89 on the YM, 35. The Russell 80 and the CL 30, DAX 62, 37 on the gold, and 21 on the euro dollar future trading. So right now, based on the last entry, we have 520 ticks into the profit, and so it's going to be an early close down today. That is really nice. So there is more potential right now on the YM to break those areas. This is the double support line at 63.43. and there is a lot potential also we will be covering some of the auto trades as well, and we will look at some of the swing trading today. We can take the YM on the swing trading, and it's been a winner all day long. And this is the swing trading. We have 1-2 trade, very small losing trade, and now we have across the 1,000 on the Nasdaq and a YM. Also, we started we started around 7 o'clock, and now this is rolling on that one here, and the CL. We were also we are into the short side on the CL, and we have one losing trade, one winning trade, and we are going down to that direction. So it is a very good day today. Is the opposite of yesterday. We have a lot of charts has hit the target, and we will be covering some of those. Well, that's what I like about the ATM, because now I can extend this target a bit longer. And of course, the Nasdaq is gonna follow the YM, and on the ES, we are already hit the target. That's why you see most of them have hit the target from 8 o'clock till now. Based on one contract, we have 600 ticks, almost 600 ticks from 8 o'clock until now. So this is a very good start. Right now it's 9:44. So actually we are done for today, but because we have to be on a YouTube, so we will be trying to cover a little bit more on this. Um, for the ES traders, let me look at the 3 minutes, analyze what's going on the 3 minutes. It is a really straightforward direction, and as you see from those indicator and the trend exhaustion, we are already hit the target, and it is practically over. And anyway, it filed a couple reversal on right after the entry. Could be some a little potential drop, a few ticks here and there, but the party to the downside is over, and now we are looking for. Uh, I have covered that how to reverse the market. I'm not going to confuse the trade with covering again the reversal. We have a lot of indication that shows how to reverse this market. In between, because now we have no new signal in between, please try to, like right now, the ES just fired an entry signal on the scalping on the ES. So as you see, just the ES enter a new for the scalping. So can help you also for a reversal trade if you wanted to take some reversal trades. At the moment on this week trading, we have the DAX is running on one trade 1,800. This is based on 1 minute. So we will be covering that as well. And actually, it went very bad on the 1 minute to start with. And now once this market moved, the auto trade moved with it. And now it is 1,700 on one trade. This is very good. The second one is a YM. I will show you the YM. Those are the best ones at the moment. And the YM has hit 1,090, followed by NASDAQ 1,050. So we will be covering some of the other stuff like a CL and ES scalping. But just we want to keep our eye on the market a little bit. And then we will be covering also some of the trades happen on the new automated trade. Okay, so let's take Nasdaq. There is an entry. It's too late. But guys, you follow here the market analyzer. I cannot. I'm already covering too many instruments. We will be today. It was actually for the new auto trade. We start using daily target. Before I was just letting them run, and I will cover the new auto trade as well, and then we will cover some of the. Um, this is really something on the swing trading. 150 takes. The auto trade has already took a trade on the 150 takes and is already uh, climbing with it. And this is based on 100 take. On the 1 minute, we still on that trade on the 1 minute. We had a beautiful entry at 31.50. We closed it. Look at this. This is a sad close. And and um, and this is an entry. You know, we have some people are doing this. What they are doing, stand using two contract on an ES. What they are doing, they are using two different account and using one lot on the ES 150 takes and one lot on the 1 minute. And this is extremely smart if you do that, because if you have two accounts, there is a lot of traders think, especially from South America, that you can take a long trade and a short trade on under one account. That's not true. Um, uh, you have to have two account. You know, let's say if you have $5,000, you can sub the account and split it in half, and then stand using the two contracts on one time frame. Like this one here, it is already $800 in that trade, and 150 ticks is already. So you have not really missed, and then you can have a two different separated account. One of the things also for the serious traders, especially for the DAX, because on the DAX, I know there is a lot of people who don't like the DAX or they cannot get up in the morning. I understand that. But when you trade the DAX, you will never trade the ES anymore because, okay, it just already hit the target on the 1 minute and 725, and we're not even 10 o'clock yet, so that's good. Because the DAX, if the DAX is running, you can make in 1 day more than what you can make in 1 week on the DAX. And when the market is moving, it is extremely profitable. But when you are trading the DAX, as an example, you can run, if you have two accounts, you can trade the DAX. One account is on the 3 minutes and the other account on the 5 minutes. So one of them is going to be doing more than the other. And it is really, or if you wanted to change it from 3 minutes and 244 ticks, you can do that. And we will be covering that later on. So it is really smart. Also, if you want to, you can use the ATM. Let's say on the YM, you can use the ATM on the YM, and then you can use the fully automated trade on the 3 minutes YM with the two different accounts. Because right now on the full automated trade has just closed this position, and here we still milking it. You know, maybe there is a more drop. So also there is a good potential to do that, but you will have more success if you do this with the auto trade and use two different accounts. And let's say here is a scalper. This is based on a market order, not a limited order. This is a scalper 525, and let's go totally different, and let's go on the new auto trade, the T7, and then use a different account on an ES 1 minute. So I think when you have two different horses, it will be much smarter to do that. Now on the new auto trade, you have a slippage because it's a market order, and you have commission. So this is very important. This one here is a clean cut. Once you get the 500, it's gonna be done, cut off, and it is over with. Where if we take the swing trading, it is a total different. If also this one is on a 500, but this one here is a different approach to the market, that they're both on a 500, but like this is an example that we are missing just maybe a couple ticks on the last trade to nail the 500. And then the market went to our direction, and that is added $500 to your daily target. Now on this one here, if you have $500 losses, plus or minus, it's going to cut it off immediately once it reaches this number, plus minus commission and a slippage. On this one here, we can afford the 1 tick slippage or 2 tick slippage, because we're not looking for a small trade. We are looking for a big trade. And we don't care about, because what we are doing here, we are trying to catch big trends, where here we are just on a little diet here. It is whatever we can get around our target, and then get it over with. So I will be covering that a little bit more, but I just need to keep my eye on the market, see what's going on. I completely got lost in touch with the market right now. So this is, we have the CL. We are about to have a new signal, folks, on the ES. Keep your eye on the 30-year Treasury bond. Okay, look at this. We have a new signal on a Treasury bond short. And now we are coming up to a long trade on the ES. Just hold your horse for a second. And we're about to have a long trade on the ES. So please follow us on the sim. We're not responsible for your trade. This one here is over, done with CL. And the YM is still a long way from home. So we are waiting on a new signal, folks. So there is nothing we can do. NASDAQ. Okay, I'm sorry. I was covering the other market. I didn't see a new signal on the NASDAQ, and that's okay. We'll catch it. We'll catch it later. It's okay. Let me try to concentrate what we were doing. Also on the YM, we are about to have a new trade. I'm sorry, I was busy. Okay. We have a new signal on the ES, and entry price 29.25.25, target 29.30, and we're about to have that trade on the YM as well. And the Nasdaq, I was busy. I didn't see the signal, but we had an entry signal at 51, and the target is 87.25. So this is, and we're about to have a new signal on the CL. So maybe you can catch it with a different one. We're about to have a new signal on the ES. For the ES trader, be careful. We have a double resistance line at 2650, and that's why now when we start with that signal, your ES, it will be troubled at 2625 for a second until we have a different direction on the YM. But as you see, those are extremely accurate, and we have a double resistance. The double resistance is a bit harder to break that area. So be careful when you are entering that ES because of this double resistance. If you are not in that trade on the ES, try to put a limited order at 2625. 2625. You can put a limited order, and maybe it is smart to skip this one here at the moment. The reason is this double resistance, and with the moving average, it is all confirmed on the 2650. So we're going to be struggling a bit before we break that area. To call it off and not to get a headache with it, put your 2675 as an entry point. And right now, the YM, we're about to have a new trade on the YM, a new signal. On the CL, we haven't got a new signal yet. In order for the CL traders to take a trade on the CL long, even before we get the new signal, I can tell you exactly where you need to put your limited order. Your limited order should be around 6602, limited price buy. Simply, it's not live. So the 6602, it is an entry limited order on the CL. On the Nasdaq, just hold on the Nasdaq until we see the ES crossing this double resistance. And if you put the limited order at 2675, it's very fine. Or if you want to take it from the signal, go ahead and take it from the signal. We should have a new signal right now on the YM. Should be good signal. The reason is the Nasdaq and the YM, they are into positive, and 30-year Treasury bond into negative. So that signal we're about to come out with, it is a very nice and genuine signal to take that trade. So the YM very soon is going to fire, and it is a genuine trade. There we go. You have a new signal on the YM. It is an entry price at 6375 and the target 6426. It is a good trade. There is a little struggling here at 386, but then because of the ES has broke that area here, the Nasdaq, it is little struggle on the Nasdaq with the projection. But you should be fine on that trade. The true average price here is 56, but it's gonna get up with that. So we are okay with those here. On the Nasdaq, you can. I don't want to overload you with a trade, but also the 5650 is the true average price. If we cross it, this means right now the momentum to the long side on the Nasdaq. So we should be very fine with that. I'm gonna be quiet for a second, and we forgot the CL. Did we forget the CL? No, the CL took a dive. Stay put on the CL at 6602 by long. So this is the only trade we have, and the ES and the YM, and we'll see what will happen. It's going to take a few minutes before the markets start kicking in again, and I will be quiet for a few seconds, and then we will be turning back just for fresh coffee. Also, in between, guys, you can follow the scalping here on the right upper corner, and you can see there is some of the scalping. I mean, the trend is long on the ES, but if you want to take some small scalping on a little pullback, you can do that. It is not a problem as long as you are fast with your hand. Okay, fresh coffee time, and be right back. Thank you. Boy, this Nasdaq dropped like this. Man, that's scary. How this Nasdaq dropped. Look at this. It's just one straight line from 58.50 all the way. I mean, the Nasdaq is start losing, and that is gonna probably have impact on the market. So if you are in a trade, close or be careful with your stop loss. We're not responsible for your trade, but this drop with the Nasdaq all of a sudden, look at this. That an eyebrow. You need to uh, be careful. Uh, I don't have everything on. I don't have room anymore to put news and all this, but be careful with that drop, folks. Be careful with that drop. Actually, the Nasdaq, if it's gonna stay like this, we're gonna have a short signal on the Nasdaq, but I will not take a short signal on the Nasdaq at the moment. So the trailing stops here, they are based on floor and fibs. So now if we notice, this is a floor and fib. Trailing stop 1 is a minor, and a trailing stop 2 is a major fib. So the trailing stops are not the dummy trailing stops. They are calculated. So right now we are at this key. The key in the market right now, there's a 7839.25. If we are going to the short on the Nasdaq, that is going to bring problems for your ES long and the YM. So you better. The whole market has changed right now. Everything has changed. So keep your eye on the Nasdaq at the 7839.50. Either is going to hold or a break. If it's going to break today, this is the key. If this one going to break, welcome to chop market again today. If this market gonna hold at this number, then we are going back climbing again. So this is a really critical area where we are dealing with. This is going to put off the market, and it's not going to be synchronized anymore. And it's going to be the NASDAQ ES YM in the same direction of the 30-year Treasury bond. And you better fasten your seatbelt, because this is where you will be losing a lot of money. So keep your eye on that levels, and let's keep our eye on this NASDAQ to see if we are. There we go. We have a sell signal on the NASDAQ. Do not take it. Do not follow this trade on the NASDAQ. I know the market is changing direction, but I don't trust it. So do not follow that. This is the difference between an automated to trade and a human in conjunction with an automated to trade. God give us a little brain to look at it and say, you know what, I don't like that trade. Even if it's gonna make $1,000, I don't like that trade. I'm staying away from it. And as you see here, the auto trade has taken that trade, but for me, as common sense, it doesn't make sense for that trade for me to take it. Now we have the NASDAQ. Sorry, I'm having a problem with the little slow internet. The Nasdaq took a short trade here, and this is gonna bring a lot of problem to the YM and the ES. I'm having a problem with the net again. The YouTube is sucking a lot of power in here. Let me. There we go, breaking even. But I will not take that trade, and okay, took the first one and is about to take the second one, and I'm not gonna play with it. Let it be. This is what is nice about the ATM. Have you noticed, guys, the same thing every day? Is like after 10 o'clock, the market will drop. After 10, 15, 20, the market will drop. Thank you, Ben, for this information. Thank you, sir. Yes, Zhigor, is the 15 minutes here. We will look at that. Thank you for this information. There is, I don't want to get to this, but there is a news about Deutsche Bank, and Trump, and that what spooked the market with this. Thank you very much, Ben. I should have looked at the news. We have a sell entry on the ES. A sell entry on the ES 29.2050, target 29.14, and we should have a new sell entry on the YM. Okay, we close this one, and you can follow what I did. I took the needle down, and we are about to have the YM entry. Then the market to change direction. There is nothing we can do. You can take the YM entry is coming right now to your direction. Hold on for a second. Let's get the new signal on the YM. So the news has hit the market hard with Trump and Deutsche Bank, and so this is the results is right there. If you're not in any of that trade, wait on the YM to give us a new signal. Follow the YM on SIM, please. On the ATM strategy, I have it on the bar close, and this is you can have the auto trade on each tick or on the bar close. This is very unusual to have from the entry signal at 29.50, especially to our trader. You can have the auto trade. Most of the auto trades are on the bar closed for Ninja Trader. So if we look at that, the entry price was at 29.20, and my computer is slowing down over the news, has everything slowed down here. But when you put it on a bar close, this is very unusual, but you will have, this is a huge bar to close. But you can change it on your auto trade to have it tick by tick. So if it is tick by tick, it will be taken at 29.50. But if you have it on the bar close, let me give you an example. There is a sell order at 37 on the Nasdaq. We have an entry price at 36.75. Okay, but on the bar close, that it is going to be off a few ticks. If you want to, you can do it tick by tick. Then you will have it precisely on the same tick as the market analyzer. I will not advise it. I will advise to be on a bar close for many reasons, because those entries sometimes right after the signal there is a pullback, and I don't want to get into the pullback signals. So I prefer to have it is on the bar close. So we will be watching very closely how it is on the bar close now when the YM is going to fire a new signal. We will watch when the change in direction, and we are taking it on the bar close. There is a big difference on the bar close or on the each tick. On the each tick is much faster, but it is safer. I mean, once in a while you're gonna have that big bar, and it is very unusual. But usually the bars are very small, and maybe once every 3 weeks. Like now, we had a hard news about Deutsche Bank and Trump, but this is not going to happen every day on the news. So if we keep our eye on this one here, when it give the new signal, we can change it. However, on this is another example on the ES. This is a 3 minutes, fully automated, and it is right into tick by tick. You see, so on the tick by tick, you will get it. If it touch the entry, is going to fire up. You know, and this is the big example why I like the on the bar close, because sometimes the market touch the entry price, the signal, and then we have, because those are all based on fibs. Okay, so when everything based on fibs and a price level, we have to be careful. It's not just a dummy ATR or a dummy MACD, or dummy black box. So on this one here, this is an example when it is on tick to tick. Now you are experiencing right entering the market, and now you are getting the pullback, and it is not really pleasant to see $100 or $50 pullback. If we put it on the bar close, then the market will not enter that price. It will has to close this bar below the signal price, and then it's going to activate the trade. So this is one example, and I'm hoping to get a new example here on the YM. It is extremely. We are working on a new version. I don't want to talk about it a lot, but it is in the process. We are working on a new version also on this system here. So I want to keep my eye on this YM so I can show you the difference between those two. It is very important for our trader understand the difference between on the bar closed or tick by tick, and it is an option in your auto trade tick by tick. We are waiting on the YM. And for the ones that like to follow the scalping, if you think you're very late on those signal entry, you want to follow the scalping, you can see where the shorts and the long, and you can follow the right upper corner here. And also, it is a very good information if we look at the ES, NASDAQ, and YM going in the same direction. I don't like the 30-year Treasury bond going in the same direction, but right now is on zero. So we will see what will happen to this trade. For the YM, I will take it if I was you. Were you just waiting on the new signal on the YM? And follow it on the SIM, please. It is a bit hard when you don't have the system. I understand it is aggravation, but we'll try to help as much as we can. If we look at the fully automated on the ES, you see it is sitting, still waiting on the entry price because we have that auto trade tick by tick, not on the bar close. And as you see, we are still sitting exactly at the entry price. When we are using on the bar close, even if the signal is here, this is very unusual, not unless if there is a breaking news and the market dropped immediately on one bar from 29.20 to 16. I mean, this is a really unusual to be, not unless if there is a news. So I personally, again, prefer to have on the bar close, but you can do it tick by tick. Okay, the YM didn't go short. The YM did not go short. Uh, this one here, if it did go short, I would have take it, but leave it alone. Stay away from it. Stay away from the market at the moment. Off. Everything is off at the moment. But you still can follow the scalpers. If you want to follow the scalpers, you can follow the scalpers. CL. I have not been looking at the CL. Not much to do on the CL at the moment either, sir. Here is the CL. You have a resistance line at 65.97, followed by a double trailing stop here. Those trailing stops are a fib line. And I'm still uh, insisting on the 66.02 as a long trade, limited order long trade. All this here does not make any sense to me. Here, those area here is extremely critical area, and I'm not interested in this area right now to trade the CL. If you want to trade the CL in this area, just take a quarter out of your pocket and flip it and go with it. Does not tell me. Of course, if we want to dig into 15 minutes of chart and all that, yes, we can pinpoint where we need to go back. But I don't see an entry based on a 1 minute right now. So I'm not interested in it. But if we look at the 3 minutes and the 10 minutes, I can tell you, if we look on the 3 minutes, there is a re-entry on the pullback with the CL at 65.96. We can dig into it, but I don't want to confuse the trader. There is based on the 3 minutes, we have a re-entry short at 65.95. But I don't want to mess with the CL at the moment. This is a really hard area, and I'm not gonna. And it's exactly in conjunction with that area. So this area here is an extremely critical area, and I don't want to get in my fingers burn on it. So I prefer to stay away from it. And this is really funny. We were covering the Nasdaq and the YM on the auto trade, and I thought they're gonna be closing, but they have not, and they are still in that trade on the Nasdaq. The swing trading and the YM, they are still on that trade. It is really, I thought they closed, and no, this is a new trade actually on the YM, and the DAX. I mean, that swing trading is not gonna miss any trade, but the YM closed, and the Nasdaq is still to the short side. So this is really um, amazing. As we see on the scalpers now, because of this pullback, all the scalpers trades start taking long. You see that? So even if you're not following the scalper, you can see we can practically predict the reversals from the scalpers. I mean, they all start taking long. So this is, and some of them are very good trades. We have 140 on the CL, and seems like the YM just took a new entry. So this is not bad. Uh, this is also good prediction. Nasdaq now just entered the market long, and they do a good job in between the signals. They are really good. It seems like the YM, we are going on a short. We are about to have a new signal on the YM. And I want you to see how it is, if it's on the bar, on the tick by tick, or on the bar close when we enter the market. It is very important to understand the difference. And now we're about to take the trade. There is a new signal coming in on the YM. Okay, can you see this one here? It's not on the bar close. It is on tick by tick on the ES on the bar close. You see? So this is the difference between on the bar close and tick by tick. So I have some of them on the bar close and some of them tick by tick. But the ES is a bit expensive. I prefer for it. And if you trade in, let's say, the DAX or ES, I prefer for this market to be on an expensive instruments to be on the bar close. Is a bit safer. This is a nice trade on the YM. If you like to follow it, please. I'll take it. And it is going to your direction fine. Ben, the 30-year Treasury bond on zero. You see that, sir? This is a good trade. I'm impressed with that NASDAQ. On the 5 minutes NASDAQ. This is staying on the same direction. Also, the DAX is staying on the same direction. Also, the DAX, this one is 3 minutes, and this one here is the 5 minutes. They're both. We have, what his name? We have Fernando. He started the DAX today on the Autotrade. I hope he's in one of them. If you, Fernando, if you, because he told me yesterday he was gonna start Autotrading the DAX today. I told him to do it on the 3 minutes. I hope he did it today. If you got your earphones on, let me know. You know, this is what I like about the DAX when it is running. I mean, look, we have 150, 300, $400 on the ES on a good day on one trade, where the DAX, if this market moving, yeah, you can do in one day more than what you can do in 1 week on the ES. So that's why I like. And actually, we have one trade on the ES with 1,400. Let me show the swing trading. We have 1,700 NASDAQ, DAX, ES 1,400s. I'll fish it out. Where is it? 1,300 YM, then a DAX, YM, and ES. So I will fish it out. Oh, here it is. It is. I have covered that before. If you want to trade a little bit on a bigger picture on the 10 minutes, this is your 10 minutes on the ES, and this is your, and the stop losses are extremely cheap actually on that 10 minutes. And this one here, the CL on the 10 minutes. I have no idea what is the YM, but it is just I took a trade on the CL. I have no clue where is the. I need to, because the problem is when I'm showing the charts, then I put them on the side and then I get them all messed up. I cannot find any more charts, so I will fish it out, the YM. What is it? But on the ES is doing extremely fine. We are done with following the trades, and I wanted to. Uh, Today we start putting a daily target on the new auto trade, and I would like to. This is the new auto trade on the ES. Took two trades, 475 on the. I'm going to show you the 1 minute, and then the for our traders should be released. It could be uh, probably in next 2 days, but we will notify you. This is your YM, and this is your Nasdaq. Those are the base instruments, and now we start putting the daily target. It doesn't matter. I just want to show you how you can really scalp it, or you can swing trade it as you like, and they are good. Let's take the 150 takes. This is the new auto trade, and on the 150 takes, took 1, 2, break even, 3, 475. ES on 150 takes. Okay, it was a few trades on the ES, but it did very well anyway. Let me see the ranges. Range. We are testing also the range. We got into a little chop, and wow, that's a lot of trades on the range. It was a struggling market on the range earlier today. CL, they all hit the market. We just one trade. Nice, thank you. Nasdaq, what they did on the 3 minutes. So now today we start putting uh, the ES4 range. One trade. Okay, that's nice. One trade on the full range ES, and we were out of it. Beautiful trade, actually. And let's do something else. Let's try 244 YM. We are just looking how many. I mean, it is a few trades here and there, and it can be adjusted with the stop loss, trading stops, but I have it just out of the box as is, and I'm testing it just straight out of the box. What is this one here? It's a CL 240. It is doing, actually the 244 is doing extremely well. All of them hit the target. Nasdaq on 244. Not bad. ES on 244. One trade, two trade. Nice. It's done. ES on the 3 minutes. They all hit the target. 475. And Nasdaq 150 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is not bad on those here. For the swing trading, I can cover everything, but we'll take a few on the swing trading. Also on the swing trading, we have a few trades. DAX, this one from an earlier time. Also, we have a chop market on the DAX earlier today. So even on the swing trading, there is a little few more trades than normal. YM, couple of 3 ticks. The full range 2 trades, that's nice. Nasdaq 244. Three trades is okay. Nasdaq full range is okay. Let's look some of the minutes. YM, Nasdaq. This one here from the trend exit, I think. The swing trading, 1 minute. 150 ticks. Took a few trades as well. And 150 ticks. Swing trading. Also a lot of trade. 244. Also, it was a lot of trades for swing trade. No, this one is scalp A. I'm sorry. This is a scalp A market order. And so the market, we practically, if you want to see also the swing trade in here, 244 ticks. Hit it a long time ago. What is this one? It is. It is when you are using the YouTube. Sometimes you get it jammed a little bit. You're right. So most of them has close position, guys, and there is nothing left for today. And so right now we are 268 ticks into the profit, but it started smooth. And when the news about Trump and Deutsche Bank, so we got hammered the opposite direction. So that's all what we have for today, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. God bless you all, and see you tomorrow at 10. Bye for now.